Hi there, Richard the coughlan666. How are you? And today I'm going to be responding to a video that's incredibly popular on YouTube. It's been around for a little while, only a few months though. So big and popular has it been that it's actually captured the attention of several mainstream media and news outlets, certainly here in the UK, and it's simply known as the Muslim demographics video. As someone on YouTube who gets put in the YouTube atheist category, there are certain unpardonable outrages here on YouTube as an atheist, and one of them is defending Muslims, which is what this is going to be seen as. However, what I'm going to be trying to do here is defend and speak out on behalf of reality and against lies and plain bigotry. Whilst there are some people out there who'd like to put me in the PC Brigade category, or the Islamo-sympathiser, whatever the fuck that is, the fact is this: if you're not going to accept reality, and you're going to make shit up, and you're only going to accept things on the basis that they support your own preconceived notion, and if you still carry on perpetuating the lie, and you fail to justify the belief that goes against all claims, then you are, as anyone else would be, a fundamentalist. You are deluding yourself. And I will always speak up on behalf of what I consider right. This is not a defence of Muslims or Islam. If I was that keen on defending it, don't you think I'd join them? And some people will always say, oh, you're just scared to say things against Muslims. And I'll say, bollocks. I've done jokes about suicide bombers, I've done jokes about Muhammad being a paedophile, and I've done several videos responding to people who are Muslims. I've had Muslim death threats like the rest of us. The Muslim demographics video. This video is basically, how can I look at this objectively? It's a piece of right-wing, fundamentalist, fucking fear-mongering, nationalistic, white power bullshit. Now, I would ask one favour of everyone. Before you comment, please watch the whole video from beginning to end, because it's important that you take all of this in. Now, let's start the video, shall we?
According to research.
According to research? Really? Any idea? Can you give us a clue? Where that research came from? Who did it? How objective and fair is it? How reliable is it? Oh, you didn't do that, did you? Oh, sorry. That slipped your mind. Because you thought, oh, we'll just, you know, we've done the research, so we won't bother telling them. Now, they won't care about that.
In order for a culture to maintain itself for more than 25 years.
I should point out at this time that when the guy says culture, he's not using it in the popular sense that most of us probably would assume. He actually means white Christian.
There must be a fertility rate of 2.11 children per family. With anything less, the culture will decline. Historically, no culture has ever reversed a 1.9 fertility rate. A rate of 1.3, impossible to reverse, because it would take 80 to 100 years to correct itself.
Well done, you've just debunked yourself. First of all, you say it's impossible to reverse, then you say it would take 80 to 100 years to correct itself. Well, it's not impossible to reverse then. It just takes a long time.
In other words, if two sets of parents each have one child,
yeah,
there are half as many children as parents.
I never figured that, did you?
If those children have one child, then there are 1/4 as many grandchildren.
Oh my God, you are blinding me with science! Have you got any fucking source for this?
If only 1 million babies are born in 2006, it's hard to have 2 million adults enter the workforce in 2026.
He is on the money here.
As of 2007, the fertility rate in France was 1.8. England, 1.6. Greece, 1.3. Germany, 1.3. Italy, 1.2. Spain, 1.1. Across the entire European Union of 31 countries, the fertility is a mere 1.38. Historical research tells us these numbers are impossible to reverse.
These are the official European statistics offices. In 1995, Italy had a fertility rate of 1.19, which according to you is irreversible, or it would take 100 years to correct. In 2006, it's 1.35. 11 years. In 1995, Spain had a fertility rate of 1.16, and in 2007, they have a fertility rate of 1.4. And in the UK, well, this is according to the UK Office of National Statistics, 2001 we had a fertility rate of 1.63, and in 2007 we have a fertility rate of 1.92. Now the rest of them, they're pretty much are what they said they are, but they are increasing. They have all been increasing, all of them. Didn't say that.
In a matter of years, Europe as we know it will cease to exist.
Oh my God, it will cease to exist. No, there'll just be different people on it. 100 years ago, we were in the course of having the first of 2 world wars. Of course it's gonna be different, you fucking plum duff.
Yet the population of Europe is not declining.
Oh, I see. We see where he's going here.
Why? Immigration.
Immigration!
Islamic immigration.
Islamic immigration! Everybody panic now!
Of all population growth in Europe.
No, it sounds like if they start talking about Islam, they get the old music going in. Could you make it a bit more obvious?
Since 1990, 90% has been Islamic immigration.
First of all, there is no such thing as Islamic immigration. From the official European statistics offices, yes, occasionally the population growth can be put down to 90% of immigration. On average, it's usually about 60 to 70% of immigration. And that includes all immigrants in Europe. Now, bearing in mind that if you're in a European Union country, you can go through from country to country as you please. So that number is not only overinflated, it's incredibly misleading.
France, 1.8 children per family. Muslims, 8.1.
Fucking hell, God, how do they have time for all this terrorism when they're too busy shagging all the time? 8.1, the Muslim women, no wonder they wear burqas, they've probably got stitches up to their fucking forehead. The French census, unfortunately, does not collect data on religious affiliation. France is not a very religious country, it hasn't been for a very long time. However, the 2 countries responsible for the most amount of Muslims immigrating into France will be Algeria and Morocco. The birth rate of Algeria and Morocco is 2.38. That's according to the UK. That's according to the UK World Population Prospects in 2008. Maybe it's just France. You know, maybe they get to France and they just feel like, hey, let's make love. I don't know, but the bullshit.
By 2027, 1 in 5 Frenchmen will be Muslim.
Oh my God! 1 in 5. Oh, they'll be Muslim and French. So they'll be warmongering cowards. No.
There are now more mosques than churches.
Oh my God, there are more mosques. Well, they've got to go somewhere, mate. What do you want? What do you want them to do? So what, there are more mosques than churches? Whilst there's no source for this statistic, even if that's true, so what? I could look at certain parts of America and see that there are places with less cultured people in them. But you've got to ask the question, has that got anything to do with fertility? Or is it just because of segregation? Is it a natural human instinct? I don't know. But I'm not making the claim.
In the last 30 years, the Muslim population of Great Britain rose from 82,000 to 2.5 million, a 30-fold increase.
Okay, first of all, there is again no real official data collected on religious affiliation. However, the estimation that 82,000 Muslims are in this country is actually one of the few numbers this guy gives, which is an underestimation. He's actually deflated it. In 1981, there was no question asked about religious affiliation, so there's no way we can actually know. But if you take again the countries that are responsible for the most Muslims immigrating here were Pakistan and Bangladesh. And if you go by that, there were probably about 300,000. But because you're starting from you want to make it look like that number's increased, so you say a shorter number. And because there's no way you can really say it,